the introduction, small and mid-sized enterprise or SMEs are businesses that fall between small and large companies. They are usually classified based on certain thresholds such as sales, turnover, assets, and number of employees. In some industries, the nature of business operations also determines whether a company is considered small or mid-size. It is important to note that each country has its own definition of SMEs. In Malaysia, SMEs are defined and classified based on sector, mainly the mining sector and also the service sector. Okay, first, let's look at the manufacturing sector. A medium-sized manufacturer enterprise is defined as a business with a sales turnover of between Rm 15 million and Rm 50 million or a workforce of 75 to 200 employees. A small manufacturing enterprise has a sales turnover of more than Rm 300,000 but less than Rm 15 million or employs between 5 and less than 200 employees. A micro enterprise in the manufacturing sector has a sales turnover of less than Rm 300,000 or fewer than 5 employees. Second, the service sector. A medium-sized enterprise in the services sector has a sales turnover of between Rm 3 million and Rm 20 million or employs between 30 and 75 employees. A small enterprise in the service has a sales turnover of more than Rm 300,000 but less than Rm 3 million or employs between 5 and less than 30 employees. A micro enterprise in the service sector has a sales turnover of less than Rm 300,000 or fewer than 5 employees.
Hello, so today I will be explaining about the characteristics of small and medium enterprise, also known as SME. For that, let me start with a simple example. Imagine a small cafe near our house. It only has a few workers, limited capital, but many customers who come back every week. This is a typical example of an SME. First, SME operate on a small scale. Their production capacity and business operations are limited compared to large corporations. For example, many local cafes, food stalls, and home-based bakeries only serve customers within their area instead of nationwide. Second, SME usually have limited capital. According to business articles in the Star and reports by SME Corp Malaysia, many SME rely on personal savings, bank loan or government assistance such as the KUN and the SME bank financing. Third, SME are mostly owner-managed. The owner is directly involved in daily operations and decision-making. For instance, a small online business on Shopee or TikTok is often managed by the owner who handles marketing, customer service and supplier arrangements at the same time. Next, SMEs employ a small number of workers. Because of this, employees often perform multiple roles. As highlighted in articles about Malaysian SMEs, one worker may handle sales, stock management, and customer service simultaneously. Another important characteristic of SME is flexibility. SME can adapt quickly to changes in the market. During COVID-19, many Malaysian SMEs shifted to online platforms such as GrabFood, Foodpanda and Shopee, which helped them survive during difficult times. In addition, SME usually focus on local or niche markets. For example, traditional food business like Kueh Raya sellers focus on festive seasons and specific customer groups. SME also tend to use a lower level of technology due to cost constraints. Many SMEs still use basic accounting systems or simple digital tools, as discussed in articles about digital adoption among SMEs. Lastly, SME maintain close relationships with their customers. For example, Neighborhood grocery stores or local barbershop often know their customers personally, which help in building trust and loyalty. In conclusion, although SME are small in size, they play a big role in supporting economic growth, creating job opportunities, and contributing to the Malaysian economy. Thank you.
Now, I will explain to you the role of SME in Malaysia. Firstly, economic growth and GDP. SME are the backbone of Malaysia's economy growth and gross deposit product GDP. SME plays important role in economy and contributes roughly 97% of Malaysian economy and 38% of GDP. This make them important for national economic expansion. Secondly, job creation. SME provides major job opportunities for Malaysians. Jobs provided by SME are available to approximately 70% of country's workforce, accounting for 66% of Malaysia's total employment. This can support social stability and providing livelihoods among communities, especially in rural areas and small towns. Next, local community supports. There is strong ties between SME and local communities. They will provide local business opportunities in employment and contribute to regional development. This helps to improve living standards and income levels among communities in Malaysia. Lastly, innovation development. SMEs bring new ideas and technological innovations to the market. SME plays important role in encouraging innovation to ensure Malaysia's long-term growth in economy. They also adopting new technologies by developing new product or process and exploiting new tech across market needs, especially biotechnologies and information technologies. For conclusion, SME are important as backbone of Malaysia's economy growth and GDP. Provides localized employment to improve workforce, creating business opportunities in local communities, and bring new ideas and innovation to the market.
Now, let's move to difficulties and obstacles faced by SME. The first reason why SMEs face difficulties in securing bank credit is the lack of collateral. Most SMEs do not own high-value fixed assets such as land, buildings, or expensive machinery because they are usually new businesses and operate from rented premises. Banks require collateral to protect themselves against the risk of default. If the borrower fails to repay the loan, the bank can sell the collateral to recover the money. However, since many SMEs do not have sufficient assets to pledge, banks classify them as high-risk borrowers. As a result, their loan applications are often rejected or approved with very strict conditions. The second reason is poor financial records and weak credit history. Many SME owners do not maintain proper accounting records or do not prepare audited financial statements. Some even mix personal and business finances, making it difficult to clearly assess the financial performance of the business. Without reliable financial information, banks cannot accurately evaluate the profitability, liquidity, and repayment capacity of the SME. In addition, SMEs often have a limited or poor credit history because they are new or have previously defaulted on loans. This reduces the bank's confidence and leads to a higher chance of loan rejection. The third reason is high business risk and unstable cash flows faced by SMEs. SMEs usually operate in highly competitive markets and are more vulnerable to economic changes, such as fluctuations in consumer demand and increases in operating costs. Their sales revenue is often inconsistent, especially for seasonal businesses. This results in unstable cash flows, making it difficult for SMEs to make regular loan repayment schedules. Due to the high failure rate among SMEs, banks perceive them as risky borrowers and therefore impose stricter lending requirements or decline their loan applications.
In conclusion, although SMEs are very important to the economy, they face several of challenges. The first one is limited access to financing, as many SMEs find it difficult to secure the bank loans. The second challenge is the lack of business knowledge, especially in financial and strategic management. The third challenge is high operating costs, including rent, wages, and raw material costs. Addressing these challenges is also crucial to ensure that sustainable growth of SMEs in Malaysia. That's all from me. Thank you.